Soft dark piano. Low male choir holding one sustained note. The distant warehouse ambience. Oh. 808 drops hard. Yeah. Another Monday wearing yesterday's fatigue. Steel-toe boots, same floor, same air I breathe. Everybody calling me dependable, but nobody asking if I'm still repairable. Coffee couldn't wait with pressure put to sleep. Every promise that I made was getting harder to keep. Calendar full, so running low. I kept moving fast, never asking where I go. The mirror knew my face, but not my eyes. I smiled for coworkers, then drove home quiet. Traffic crawling, mind racing, phone buzzing, heart pacing, thinking about promotions. While my peace quietly packed his bags, every extra dollar felt like oxygen until I realized
I couldn't breathe anymore.
I called it provision, but somehow the blessing
started feeling
like another burden.
I chased provision
And lost my peace, built bigger plans while growing smaller inside.
God, I don't need
a heavier paycheck if it cost me the life you gave me to live. Yeah, bills spread across the kitchen table like they own that house. My wife looked at me trying to start a conversation. I answered without hearing a single word. She said, my son brought me a football. I said,
maybe Saturday.
Saturday became next week. Next week became another apology. The company loved my availability. My family learned to expect my absence. The enemy never whispered, stop believing. He whispered,
keep grinding,
rest later.
you can pray tomorrow.
And somehow tomorrow never arrived. I was protecting our future while starving the present. Then one night the house was finally quiet.
No TV,
no notifications, no emails.
just me
sitting in the dark, Bible closed, hands shaking. I whispered,
God, I've been asking you to bless my work
when I should have been asking you to
guard my heart.
Peace didn't rush in, settle like morning light breaking through a window. Slow, gentle, enough to remind me provision without your presence will never satisfy me.
I chase provision,
But you showed me peace as wealth to the bills still need paying tomorrow.
still has responsibility,
But I refuse to trade my soul for another shift.
I'll work, I'll provide.
I'll give my best, but never again at the cost of losing the peace only you can give. I still have responsibilities,
But they no longer have my identity.
yeah. I woke up already losing. Not because the day has started, because yesterday never really ended. Same hoodie, same coffee, same highway, same thoughts, racing faster than the traffic beside me. I kept saying I'm just tired, but tired turned into distant, distant turned into numb, numb turned into normal. I laughed without feeling it, prayed without hearing it, worked without seeing who I was becoming. The paycheck grew, the patience shrank, the calendar filled, the heart emptied. Every victory came with another sacrifice. Every promotion demanded another piece of the man I used to be. The enemy never asked me to quit, he just kept asking. One more hour,
One more weekend,
one more compromise,
one more.
until there wasn't much left of me. He wasn't chasing my talent, he wasn't chasing my job. He wanted the space inside me where God used to speak. The enemy wanted me empty, empty of joy, empty of peace, empty enough to mistake survival for living. But even when
My strength disappeared,
God never left
the room he filled what hell could never steal.
my son started telling stories without expecting me to hear them. My wife stopped asking when I be home. She simply guessed, even dinner. Learned my schedule, cold plates, microwave lights, midnight meals. I was present like furniture, standing there but carrying no conversation. I knew the login codes, forgot the family jokes, remember project deadlines, forgot my anniversary dinner. Every apology started sounding exactly the same. I'm trying us, it'll get better. But tomorrow kept moving farther away. Exhaustion made me impatient, fear made me defensive, pride made me unavailable. Then I blamed everyone else for feeling alone. One evening, the power went out. No television, no Wi-Fi, no notifications, no glowing screens, just candles, silence, faces. My daughter laughed because we couldn't turn anything on. My son grabbed an old board game. My wife smiled for no reason at all. And suddenly I noticed something. Without electricity, the house felt more alive. Nobody was rushing, nobody was distracting, nobody needed another meeting. Then it hit me, the enemy didn't only want my schedule, he wanted my attention. Because whatever owns your attention eventually shapes your affection. And I looked around at the people I've been working for, while forgetting to actually be with them. And something finally broke. Not my spirit, my illusion. The illusion that success could replace presence. Father, fill every room. I've emptied trying to carry the whole world. Fill my thoughts before fear does. Fill my mornings before pressure does. Fill my home with laughter again. If anything must overflow, let it be your peace. The enemy wanted me empty, but Christ never leaves an empty vessel. He restores what pressure drains, he rebuilds what fear weakens. He breathes life into hearts that forgot how to rest. I'll still work, I'll still fight, I'll still provide, but I'll never again offer my family an empty version of myself. Because the greatest gift I can bring home isn't another paycheck, it's a heart still full of God. He wanted me empty.
Jesus came back and filled every broken place. Jesus came back and filled every broken place.
Everybody got the strongest version of me. Except the people waiting at home. "16 missed calls, none from the office. They already had me, it was home. Still hoping I'd answer, yeah. Steel-toe boots, same concrete floor, same fluorescent lights. Another 12-hour war. I learned every shortcut inside that warehouse, but forgot which stuffed animal my daughter sleeps without. Promotion came, everybody clapped. My little boy asked, "Dad, are you off tomorrow?" I looked down, couldn't answer that. Clocking overtime, started feeling noble, like pain was somehow proof I love my family more. So I kept saying yes to every extra shift, while the people I died for were learning how to live without me. Money paid the bills, but it couldn't buy bed. Tuesday night, or bedtime prayers, or one more story. I gave work my best, and home, what was left? The world got my strength, my family got my silence. I was building a future while missing the people I was building it for. God, don't let success become the place I lose everything you already gave me. Coffee number 4, still couldn't wake my soul. Every paycheck got deposited, every piece of me got withdrawn. My wife stopped asking what time you'll be home. She already knew. Dinner stayed warm, longer than my conversations. Pictures fill my phone, memories stopped filling my life. The enemy never stole my marriage, he stole my attention, never stole my children. He stole the little moments that become childhood. I blame responsibility, but if I'm honest, I started wearing exhaustion like it was a trophy. Like God would be more proud of me if I broke myself, provided for everyone. In one night I opened my Bible and couldn't remember the last verse I actually lived. So I pray, not in church, not on Sunday, right there, standing in my kitchen, bills on the table, lunchbox by the sink, my kids asleep upstairs. I whisper, God, teach me how to come home before I walk through the front door. Then peace answered, you were never called to sacrifice your family to prove you love them.
I gave work my best,
But tomorrow,
home gets my best first.
not because,
Life got easier,
but because you changed what success means. The paycheck matters, but so does laughing at the dinner table. Providing matters.
presence is provision too,
You carry my burden
so I can carry my family.
with both hands and an open heart. The company will replace my position. My family never can. Never can. The house was already quiet, lights were off, dinner was gone, the dishes had already been washed. My boots echoed through the hallway like I was visiting someone else's life. My son had fallen asleep holding a toy he wanted to show me. My daughter left another drawing on the refrigerator. This time she drew me smaller. I noticed, but I didn't ask why. My wife kissed my forehead before going to bed. She smiled, the kind of smile that hides disappointment behind grace. I sat alone at the kitchen table, opened my Bible, closed it again. Not because I didn't believe, because I was empty. Work had taken my strength, traffic had taken my patience, stress had taken my attention, fear had taken my joy. By the time I finally looked toward heaven, I realized I had brought God only what was left of me. The first hours belong to work, the strongest thoughts belong to worry, the loudest conversations belong to everyone else. God kept receiving whatever survived the end of my day. I brought God what was left of me, the leftovers, the silence, the exhaustion, the broken pieces I couldn't fix still. He never pushed me away, he never said, come back when you're stronger. He simply said, I'm still here. I kept promising, tomorrow I'll wake up earlier. Tomorrow came, the alarm rang, I hit snooze. Not because I didn't want God, because my body had nothing left. I knew every deadline at work, couldn't remember the last verse I had memorized. I answered every client, ignored my own soul. I scheduled meetings, but never scheduled stillness. I planned projects, but forgot to guard my heart. The enemy didn't steal my faith in one moment. He collected tiny pieces every busy day. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, one missed prayer, another rush morning, another distracted evening, until my relationship with God started surviving on leftovers too. One Saturday morning, no alarm, no meetings, no warehouse, no deadlines, just sunlight filling the kitchen, coffee still warm, Bible still closed. I reached for the mug, then stopped for the first time in months. Nothing was demanding my attention. The silence felt unfamiliar, almost uncomfortable. Then I opened the scriptures, not looking for a miracle, not looking for answers, just looking for him. The words didn't change, my circumstances, the bills were still there, the schedule was still full, but somehow my heart was no longer running ahead of my body. Peace arrived without making any noise, and I realized God never wanted the leftovers, he wanted the first moments of my day. Not because he needed them, because I did. Father, I'm done giving you the exhausted version of who I am. Teach me to seek you before the meetings, before the pressure, before the noise, before fear starts preaching again. Be my first thought, not my last option. I brought God what was left of me. Yet somehow he gave back more than I brought. He restored what work could. He strengthened what stress weakened. He filled what fear emptied. Tomorrow I still work, I still provide, I still carry responsibility. But this time my first conversation won't be with my calendar. It will be with my Father. The world can have my labor, but God will always have my first moments. I wasn't making choices anymore. I was making survival. Every decision started sounding like the loudest emergency. Sleep could wait, dinner could wait. My wife would understand, my kids would understand. At least that's what exhaustion kept telling me. 5 hours of sleep turned into 4, turned into 3, turned into whatever I could steal between responsibilities. I answered emails before saying good morning. Check my calendar before looking at the sky. I knew every deadline, couldn't remember the last sunset. Every morning started with caffeine, every night ended with guilt. I wasn't living, I was recovering, just enough to do it again. The scary part wasn't how tired I became, it was how normal it started feeling. Exhaustion started making my decisions. Fear stopped knocking, it already had a key. I kept saying I'm thinking clearly, but I wasn't thinking. I was surviving. Wake up the man who's been sleeping with his eyes open. My son asked, Dad, are you listening? I answered, yeah. Then asked him to repeat everything he just said. Not because I didn't love him, because my mind never left work. I forgot birthdays, forgot promises, forgot conversations. Remember passwords, remembered them voices, remembered meetings. The company had my sharpest thoughts, my family received the exhausted leftovers. Even prayer started sounding rushed. God help me, amen. Then straight back to another notification. The enemy didn't have to deceive me. Fatigue already distorted everything I saw. Small problems looked impossible, small blessings became invisible. Then one evening, my wife found me standing in the kitchen, holding a coffee mug that had already gone cold. She didn't ask about work, she asked, when was the last time you actually rested? I laughed, not because it was funny, because I honestly couldn't remember. The answer scared me more than any unpaid bill. I had become a stranger inside my own life, running so fast I never noticed. Peace couldn't keep up. Then I heard a quieter voice, not demanding, not accusing, simply saying, my son, you don't need more strength, you need more surrender. So I sat down for the first time without reaching for my phone. No emails, no spreadsheets, no overtime, just silence. And somehow silence didn't feel empty, it felt like God was finally able to speak. Exhaustion would never again make my decisions. Responsibility still matters, hard work still matters, providing still matters, but peace belongs at the table too. Because the strongest man isn't the one who never stops, it's the one who knows when to stop and trust the God who's never been tired. Exhaustion was speaking for me, not anymore. Another alarm. Feels like I never close my eyes. God, I'm still carrying yesterday. Alarm before the sunrise, coffee already cold. Steel-toe boots by the doorway, same story, getting old. Clocking before my heartbeat even catches up with me. Running every mile for a life I barely get to see. Phone full of where you at, just another little laugh. Pictures from my wife's last text. I answer with I'm working, maybe after. Traffic lights blur like they painted on my eyes. Billboards selling dreams while my soul is paying the price. Overtime became religion, paychecks became permission to miss the little moments that my children won't remember different. I put into the driveway, sat there with the engine running. Needed 5 more minutes just to fake that I was functioning. Hands on the steering wheel, trying not to break apart. Asking God for strength before I even reached the front yard. How did surviving become the only thing I know? I've been making a living while watching real life go. I never recovered from yesterday. I'm bringing yesterday into today. My body's home, but my heart's still at work. God, teach me how to breathe again, 'cause I don't wanna lose what you already gave. Dinner on the table, food already getting cold. My little boy fell asleep, holding a story that I never told. My daughter drew our family, guess who wasn't in the frame? She said, Daddy's always working. Man, that sentence hit different. Bills stacked on the counter like they own the whole house. Every envelope screams louder than my own thoughts now. Fear whispers, what if next month you can't keep the lights on? So I sacrifice another evening trying to outrun tomorrow. Funny thing is, tomorrow always moves, and somehow peace never catches up. I gave every ounce of energy to people that replace my bags tomorrow, while the ones waiting at home only knew the version of me that had nothing left. The enemy never changed my hands, he just convinced me that exhaustion was proof I was doing enough. Inside the car, before I opened that front door, I finally stopped talking and listened. No thunder, no lightning, just a quiet reminder. My son, I never measured your worth by how tired you became.
You don't have to carry every burden alone.
I've been beside you, every shift, every highway,
Every silent drive home.
so I bow my head, not because every problem disappeared, but because I finally admitted I wasn't supposed to be my own savior. I don't have to recover alone anymore. You were already carrying what was crushing me. The bills are still there, tomorrow will still come, but your peace didn't wait for perfect circumstances. I'm coming home, not just to my family. I'm coming back to the God who never left my side. Tomorrow will have its own weight, but tonight I'm finally leaving yesterday at the feet of God. My son fell asleep with his sneakers still on. He said he'd wait until I got home. Cartoons still glowing across the living room wall. He lost a fight with his little eyes before I made it through the door. My wife didn't say a word, she just smiled, the kind of smile that hides disappointment better than anger ever could. Dinner covered with foil, coffee reheated twice. My chair was still pulled out, like hope had saved me a seat. Every morning I left before daylight knew my name. Every evening I came home carrying people that never lived in my house. Boss on my mind, deadlines in my chest, tomorrow in my pocket, but nothing left for the day. I kept saying,
One more month,
one more promotion,
one more paycheck.
funny how tomorrow always asks sacrifice. I was chasing tomorrow, while today was quietly disappearing.
My family kept waiting.
While I chased tomorrow,
I promised them
this won't last forever. But forever started looking like every single day. God, don't let me gain the world and become a stranger inside my own home. My daughter stopped asking if I make the school play. She already knew what my answer sounded like. Not because I didn't love her, because responsibility. Learned how to wear the face of urgency. Bills covered the kitchen table, dreams disappeared underneath them. I measured success by overtime hours, while peace quietly packed its bags. The enemy never told me to leave my family. He simply made tomorrow sound more important than tonight. He never took my Bible, he just filled every hour until I stopped opening it. Never stole my marriage, he stole the conversations that keep love alive. Never stole my children, he stole the ordinary evenings that become childhood memories. Then I looked around, everything I was working for was sitting in the next room, waiting for me. Standing in the hallway, shoes still on, briefcase still in my hand. I finally whispered, God, I don't need a lighter schedule. I need a different heart and peace answered.
not loud,
Not dramatic,
just enough.
to remind me
I never asked you.
to sacrifice today for a tomorrow only I control.
My family kept waiting.
Not for more money, not for a bigger house.
They were waiting.
For me, tomorrow will always have another promise. But tonight, my son still wants to throw a football. My daughter still wants another bedtime story. My wife still saved me a seat. And God was waiting too. Not at the finish line, but around my own dinner table.
Tomorrow,
Can keep running,
tonight.
I'm finally going home. I grew up believing real men never slowed down. Pain was ignored, fatigue was hidden, tears stayed locked behind clenched teeth. So I learned to carry everything without making a sound. Every overtime shift became another badge. Every sleepless night became another trophy. Every missed dinner became another sacrifice. I called necessary people, admired my discipline. Nobody noticed I was quietly running out of myself. Coffee replaced sleep, noise replaced prayer, pressure replaced peace. I wasn't living on strength anymore. I was living on momentum, one more meeting, one more paycheck, one more promise to my family. I'll slow down soon. The song kept moving further away. My body started sending warnings. Headache, short temper, heavy breathing, a heart that never seemed to leave work behind. Still I called it dedication. The hardest lie I ever believed was that rest would make me less of a man. Rest didn't make me weak, pride did, fear did. Trying to carry everything alone did. God never asked me to prove my strength by destroying myself. He taught me that real strength knows when to kneel before it falls. Yeah, hey, my daughter ran toward me one evening. Dad, can you help me build this puzzle? I looked at my laptop, looked at the unfinished report, looked back at a smile. For once, the report could wait. We spread the pieces across the living room floor. Blue corners, green trees, tiny houses, clouds. She laughed every time we found another piece. It took us almost 2 hours. 2 hours that would have disappeared inside another spreadsheet. When we finished, she hugged me and whispered, I'm happy you stayed. She'll never remember the report I didn't finish, but she'll remember that puzzle. That's when I realized the strongest investment I made all year didn't involve money, it involved my presence. The following Sunday, I left my phone inside the house. No notifications, no emails, no endless scrolling, just a quiet walk through the neighborhood. The wind moved gently through the trees. Children played soccer in the distance, and older couples sat together on the front porch. Nobody seemed in a hurry. I wondered, when was the last time I noticed simple things without rushing past them? I remembered how Jesus often stepped away from the crowds, not because he was weak, because even the Savior knew the value of quiet places. If the one who carried the weight of the world made room for rest, who was I to believe I didn't need it? That thought broke something inside me, not my confidence, my pride. Father, teach me that slowing down isn't quitting, it's trusting. Teach me that rest isn't wasted time, it's sacred ground where you rebuild everything the world keeps wearing down. When I stop, meet me there. Rest didn't make me weak, it reminded me who gives me strength. Tomorrow I'll still work, I still fight, I still provide, but I refuse to sacrifice my soul. The altar of endless productivity. My family needs a father who's fully present, not one who's permanently exhausted. And when the day is over, I lay down without guilt, because the God who never sleeps never asked me to live like I wasn't human. I didn't become weaker, I finally became available for the peace
God had been offering.
all along. Yeah. The alarm went off, but I was already awake. Not because I slept enough, because anxiety never clocked out. The ceiling knew my prayers. 4 in the morning, eyes wide open, mind already at work. My body stayed in bed, my thoughts had already driven. Halfway across town, coffee before conversation, calendar before scripture, notifications before peace. Somewhere without noticing, I stopped waking up and started reporting for duty. Even Saturdays felt guilty. I sit on the couch, then hear a voice inside, you should be doing something. My son laughed outside, I heard him, but my laptop called louder. Emails, deadlines, invoices, schedules, every unfinished task started sounding like an emergency. So I stood up again, not because anyone asked me to, because I forgot how to stay still. I wasn't afraid of working hard, I was afraid of stopping.
Felt like failure.
Silence felt unproductive. If I wasn't running, I thought I was falling behind. But God never measured my value by how exhausted I became. He wasn't asking for another hour, he was asking for my heart. One afternoon, my daughter climbed onto the couch. She didn't ask for money, didn't ask for toys, didn't ask for anything expensive. She simply said, Dad, can you watch this movie with me? 90 minutes, that's all she wanted. I looked at my phone, 30 unread mails, 3 missed calls, a project due Monday. I answered, maybe later. She smiled softly, okay. Then carried a blanket into the other room. That okay echoed louder than every meeting I attended that week. The work got finished, the presentation was approved, the client was happy, but my daughter watched the movie without me. I kept telling myself, I'm doing this for my family, but somewhere my family stopped recognizing the version of me that always seemed busy. The enemy never convinced me to hate my home, he convinced me me that slowing down would destroy my future. So I hurried past the very people I claim to be protecting. Sunday afternoon, no overtime, no deadlines, no meetings, just sunlight falling across the living room floor. It felt uncomfortable. I reached for my phone out of habit, opened my email, closed it, opened it again, closed it. That's when I realized my schedule was no longer controlling me. It was living inside me. I had become addicted to urgency, addicted to feeling needed, addicted to proving my worth with productivity. Then I opened my Bible. The page fell to the words of Jesus. Come to me, all who are weary. I stopped reading because suddenly those words weren't a verse, they were an invitation. I whispered,
God,
teach me how to rest without apologizing for it.
teach me.
That slowing down isn't surrender, it's trust.
Teach me.
That my children need my attention more than another paycheck needs another hour. Teach me that peace isn't something I earn, it's something you give. Rest felt like failure.
Rest felt like failure.
Until grace
Redefine success.
Now I still work, I still provide, I still carry responsibility, but I refuse to worship productivity. My family will remember our presence long after they forget our promotions. And when I finally lay down, I won't measure the day by everything I finish, but by whether I walk through it with God. Tomorrow will always ask for more. Tonight I'm learning that resting is also an act of faith. Every envelope had a louder voice than mine. Red letters,
Final notice.
past due, pay immediately. Funny, paper can't speak, yet somehow every bill preached fear better than any sermon I had ever heard. I spread them across the kitchen table. Electric, rent, insurance, car payment, groceries, medicine, school supplies, each one asking the same question. What if this month you can't? My wife looked at me. She didn't ask about the number, she asked, you okay? I smiled, the kind of smile that keeps a family from worrying. Then I changed the subject. Next morning, alarm at 4:37, coffee brewing before I could think. Work boots, lunchbox, cold windshield, dark highway, same prayer.
God, please don't let me fail them.
Traffic lights, brake lights, headlights, everybody chasing something, everybody pretending they weren't scared too. The warehouse clock didn't care how tired I was, it only counted hours, so I gave it another 12, maybe 13, maybe 14, because fear convinced me that one more shift could silence one more bill. But every paycheck only quieted the pain, but never the panic. The bills kept preaching fear. Every single month they told me, if you stop running, everything falls apart. But somewhere beneath all that noise, God kept whispering, I've never stopped holding you. Fear had the louder voice, until I remember who was speaking peace. Lunch break, plastic chair, vending machine, humming. I open my banking app, word in my Bible, not because I stopped loving God, because worry occupied every free minute, every notification raised my heartbeat, every unknown number felt like bad news, every email started with anxiety. When payday came, relief lasted about 30 minutes, then another bill arrived, another expense, another surprise. I wasn't living paycheck to paycheck, I was living panic to panic. The enemy never appeared with horns or fire or chains. He hid inside calculations, inside spreadsheets, inside overtime, inside the lie that peace will finally arrive when the account balance reached the perfect number. So I chased enough without ever defining what enough actually was. My son walked into the kitchen holding a baseball glove. Dad, can we go outside? I looked at the clock, I can't today. He nodded like he'd heard that answer before. He walked away, the bill got paid, the memory never came back. That night, the house finally slept, I stayed awake. Kitchen light, cold coffee bills still spread across the table like they own the room. Then my eyes stopped reading them numbers and started reading people. A drawing from my daughter still hanging on the refrigerator. A grocery list written in my wife's handwriting. My son's tiny shoes waiting by the front door. Everything I said I was protecting was already inside this house, yet fear had convinced me to keep living outside of it. I bowed my head, not because the bills disappeared, but because I realized fear had become my loudest preacher, and I was listening
Every single day.
God, I'm tired of measuring life by what I owe. I know I have responsibilities,
But I refuse to let fear become my shepherd.
then peace didn't shout. It settled quietly like sunrise,
Crossing the kitchen floor, and I remember
provision has always been your language. Fear never was. The bills still come, but they don't preach to me anymore. They are paper, not prophecy. Tomorrow still needs work, my family still needs me. Life is still expensive, but fear no longer gets the final word, because my provider was faithful before this month's bills, and he'll still be faithful
long after they're gone.
The mailbox still fills up, but my heart
Doesn't empty anymore.
doesn't empty anymore. Every morning look the same. That's why I never saw what was stealing me. Yeah. Alarm cuts the silence before the sun can breathe. Same boots by the doorway, same weight on my sleeve. Cold coffee in a travel mug, keys in my hand. Already running on empty before the day even began. City lights fading while the highway fills. Trading hours for dollars just to cover the bills. Boss wants another shift, phone starts to ring. My wife says drive safe, but I barely hear a thing. Kids still asleep when I'm walking outside. They only know the back of me leaving every sunrise. Mirror in the hallway asking who you becoming. I laughed it off, thought it was nothing. Lunch break, scrolling through pictures I missed. Birthday candles, soccer goals, little moments on the list. I kept saying I'm doing this for them, but somewhere in the process I stopped being with them. The enemy never blocked my road, he paved it smooth. Made being busy feel like being useful.
I thought I was building a future.
Brick by brick, didn't realize I was living without being present in it.
The enemy hid in my routine.
Not in the store, but in everything that felt normal to me.
Every maybe tomorrow.
Every I'm too tired, pull me farther from the life God gave me. I was surviving, but I wasn't alive. Yeah. Clock says 6, but my soul says midnight. Sitting in the parking lot beneath the dashboard light, and just still running hands, gripping the wheel, trying to remember what peace used to feel like. Messages unopened, Bible on the passenger seat, covered in dust, like we hadn't had a conversation in weeks. Not because I stopped believing, I just kept believing I'd have more time tomorrow. Tomorrow, the favorite lie of an exhausted man. I knew every deadline, every payment due. Forgot my little girl and a new song at school. My son stopped asking if I throw the football. Eventually, kids quit asking questions that never get answered. The paycheck got bigger, the house got quieter. I gave my strongest hours to accompanying my leftovers to the people I love. That's when I realized the enemy didn't need to destroy my faith. He only needed to keep me distracted long enough to slowly disconnect my heart. I whispered, God, I'm tired. Not tired enough to sleep, tired enough to forget why I started. Then peace interrupted the noise inside my head. No shame, no condemnation, just a quiet reminder. You were never created to carry tomorrow before living today. Come home, not just to your house. Come home to me.
The enemy in my routine,
But God met me right there in the middle of it. The bills still wait, the morning alarm will still ring, but my family won't receive what's left of me anymore. I'll bring them my heart first, because God never asked me to prove my worth by living exhausted. He taught me rest is not quitting, it's trusting the one who's always been carrying me. Tomorrow can wait its turn tonight. I'm finally present. I thought the answer was always further ahead. One more goal, one more paycheck, one more opportunity, one more sacrifice. I kept moving, like standing still would somehow destroy my future. Every morning started with urgency, every evening ended with exhaustion. The calendar on my attention, the clock on my emotions. I called it ambition, but somewhere along the road, ambition started wearing the face of anxiety. I wasn't running toward purpose, I was running away from silence, because silence forced me to hear everything I've been avoiding. My fears, my regrets, my loneliness, the questions no promotion could answer. I wore determination like armor, but underneath I was just an exhausted man, trying to outrun a battle that wasn't behind me, it was inside me. The life did something I never expected, it made me stop.
I found peace
where I stopped running, not at the finish line, not inside success, not after another victory. I found it the moment I realized God had been walking beside me the whole time I was chasing what His presence was already giving. The strange thing about running is that eventually you forget why you started. You just keep moving. I became addicted to momentum. If my phone stopped ringing, I felt guilty. If my schedule opened up, I looked for something to fill it. Rest made me uncomfortable, stillness made me nervous, until one afternoon I sat alone inside my car, engine off, radio off, phone face down, no music, no conversations, only breathing for the first time in years. The silence didn't accuse me, it welcomed me in somewhere between one heartbeat and the next. God reminded me, you don't have to earn what I've already given you. Those words didn't change my circumstances, they changed my direction. The next morning the bills were still there, work was still waiting, responsibilities had to disappear, but something inside me had to panic. The constant rush, the need to prove my worth. Every single day I still walked into the same building, still wore the same boots, still clocked in. But now I wasn't carrying the invisible weight that had followed me for years, because peace doesn't arrive when life gets easier. Peace arrives when trust becomes heavier than fear. My children didn't notice a bigger paycheck, they noticed a father who finally looked them in the eyes. My wife didn't celebrate a promotion, she celebrated a conversation that wasn't rushed. I finally understood success without peace is just a prettier prison. Father, teach me to walk at heaven's pace, not fear's pace, not pressure's pace, not comparison's pace. If I ever start running again, let it be toward you, never away from the peace you've already placed inside me. I found peace when I stopped running. The race didn't disappear, life didn't slow down, but my soul finally did. Tomorrow will still ask for everything I can give, but before I give myself to the world, I'll remember who gave His peace to me. I stopped running and finally realized God had never stopped walking beside me. The promotion finally came, a bigger office, a better title, a heavier paycheck. Everybody congratulated me, but nobody saw everything it had already cost. My truck knew the road home better than I did. Street lights watched me arrive long after my children had fallen asleep. My daughter started measuring time by missed dinners. My son stopped asking if I'd make the game. He already knew the answer. The porch light stayed on almost every night, not because it was dark outside, because someone still hoped. I walked through the door before another day disappeared. I kept telling myself I'm building a better future, but the future was growing up without me. Success was filling my bank account while quietly emptying my house. I came home before I lost what mattered, not because the work was finished, because love couldn't wait another season. Money can't replace a broken appliance, it can't replace a missed childhood. God reminded me some treasures can never be bought back. One Saturday morning, no meetings, no overtime, no excuses. My son was outside shooting baskets by himself. The ball kept bouncing, echoing across the driveway. He looked at me like he wasn't sure I'd stay. Dad, wanna play? Four words that carried more weight than every contract I'd signed that year. For 2 hours, the phone stayed inside. Emails could wait, deadlines could wait. The world didn't collapse, the company didn't fall apart, but something inside my son started smiling again, and honestly, so did I. Yeah, that evening dinner was loud, not because of arguments, because of laughter. Stories interrupted each other, nobody looked at the clock, nobody rushed away. My wife reached across the table and quietly held my hand. She didn't thank me for making more money, she thanked me for being there. That's when I finally understood presence is a language children remember for the rest of their lives. Years from now, they won't remember every bill I paid. They'll remember whether dad looked them in the eyes, whether dad listened, whether dad stayed. The enemy wanted me to believe that providing was enough. God showed me that provision without presence leaves a house feeling empty.
Father, help me never confuse
Making a living with missing the life you've already given me. Teach me to build a home, not just a career. Teach me to arrive before memories become regrets. I came home before I lost what mattered. The work will still be there tomorrow, but childhood only passes one time. So I work with excellence, I provide with integrity. But every evening I remember the people waiting behind the front door, because the greatest success I'll ever achieve won't have my name on it. It'll be the family God trusted me to love. The porch light is still on tonight.
someone won't be waiting
Alone. If you met me now, you'd probably think nothing ever happened. I'd smile, shake your hand, tell you God's been good, and I mean every word. But you would've never recognized the man I almost became. There was a season when every sunrise felt heavier than the one before. I measured life by deadlines instead of memories, by invoices instead of conversations, by promotions instead of purpose. I carry my family on my shoulders as if you would never promise to carry me. I confuse responsibility with isolation, strength with silence, provision with your presence. Every morning I left home trying to save everyone else, while quietly losing myself. The mirror never showed bruises, but my soul was exhausted. The enemy never needed to destroy me. He only needed to convince me that I had to do everything alone. God restore the man. I was losing out overnight, now we shortcuts, but one quiet prayer, one surrender burden, one ordinary day at a time. He didn't just strengthen my hands, he healed my heart. He gave my children their father back, he gave my wife her husband back. He
Gave me back to myself.
Yeah, I still work, I still wake up early. The bills still arrive, life still asks a lot from me, but everything feels different now. The steering wheel became an altar, the drive home became gratitude dinner. Stopped being a rushed obligation, it became a celebration that we were together again. My phone no longer owns every quiet moment, sometimes it stays on the counter, and I don't miss a single thing. My son doesn't ask if you're working tonight, he asks, Dad, wanna shoot hoops? My daughter doesn't leave drawings on the refrigerator, hoping I'll notice now. She hands them directly to me. My wife doesn't wait by the window anymore, because she knows I'm coming home now, just physically, completely. Looking back, I realized God wasn't only changing my schedule, he was changing my identity. I thought I needed more endurance, he taught me I needed more dependence. I thought peace would come after the battle, he showed me peace to walk with me through it. I thought my value came from everything I produced. He reminded me that before I ever lifted another burden, I was already a son. That's the truth.
Exhaustion
Could never erase, that's the truth. Fear could never rush out, that's the truth. Grace kept whispering even when I was too tired to hear it. Father, thank you for not giving up on the man who almost forgot who he was. Thank you for meeting me in parking lots, late night kitchens, empty highways, silent mornings, and ordinary moments.
You restored,
More than my strength,
you restored
my wonder, my peace, my home, my heart.
God restored the man.
I was losing, the race didn't disappear, the work didn't disappear,
Restore the man.
the responsibility didn't disappear, but neither did your presence. Now I know
My family doesn't need
the perfect man, they need a faithful one. The world will always ask for more, but I'm never again give it everything, because the best of who I am belongs first to you and to the people waiting for me at home. And when my children tell our story someday, I hope they never say, Dad worked hard. I hope they say, Dad walked with God, and because of that he walked with us. I thought I needed a different life,
God gave me
a different heart, and that changed everything. Yeah. Every morning I loaded another weight not on my shoulders. Inside my mind, mortgage, car payment, groceries, school tuition, another deadline, another phone call, another problem waiting at the front door. Before I even left the house, I kept telling myself, a real man carries everything. So I did, I carried conversations long after they ended. I carried mistakes that God had already forgiven. I carried tomorrow before the day had even happened. I carried expectations nobody actually placed on me. I carried fear like it was wisdom, stress like it was maturity, exhaustion like it was faithfulness. Every week the load became heavier, yet I smiled like nothing was crushing me. People call me strong, if only they knew strength was becoming a prison, because the man everyone admired was quietly collapsing when nobody could see. The burden didn't become heavy, and one day it became heavy, one silent, I'll handle it at a time. God never asked me to carry it alone. He never told me to become my own savior. I kept gripping what he kept offering. carry by myself. Yeah, well, work became the place where I hid if I stayed busy. Nobody asked how I was doing. Productivity covered pain, success covered fear, laughter covered emptiness until one afternoon. My son wrapped his tiny hand around my finger. He didn't say anything. He simply smiled, and somehow that little hand felt stronger than everything I've been trying to carry alone. I realized he trusted me without knowing my bank account, without knowing my deadlines, without knowing my failures. Then why was I living like God loved me only when I performed? Why was I acting like heaven would collapse if I stopped holding everything together? The truth, I wasn't carrying life, I was carrying control. In control is the heaviest burden a tired soul can wear. That night I walked outside, no music, no traffic, no notifications, only wind, stars scattered across the sky. I looked up and remembered the God who hung galaxies without effort was watching one exhausted father standing alone in his backyard. And somehow the creator of every sunrise wasn't asking me to be stronger, he was inviting me to trust him deeper. So I stopped praying for bigger shoulders, I started praying for open hands, hands willing to release what pride kept holding, hands willing to believe that surrender isn't weakness, it's worship. Father, I can't carry tomorrow, I can't control every outcome, I can't fix every problem, but I know who can.
So tonight I place
Every fear,
every responsibility,
every unanswered question into your hands, because they've always belonged. God never asked me to carry it alone.
God never asked me
to carry it alone. He asked me to walk with him. The mountain may still stand, the bills may still arrive, the pressure may still exist, but now I'm no longer dragging chains. I'm walking beside the one who already conquered everything that tried to break me. My children don't need a superhero. My wife doesn't need a machine. They need a husband, a father whose heart still knows how to trust God. The burden didn't get lighter. I finally stopped trying to carry it alone.